This is not just a rumor anymore. This is the moment the veil is lifted. We are talking about the potential unmasking of the shadowy figures who have fueled the insurgency, the banditry, and the kidnapping industry that has bled this nation dry. To understand why this news is causing such panic among the elite right now, in this final month of 2025, we have to look at the explosive sequence of events that unfolded this first week of December. A document, highly sensitive and classified, has leaked into the public domain. This document, purportedly from the Nigeria Sanctions Committee and intelligence sources, lists specific names, specific businesses, and specific transaction amounts that are mind-boggling. We are not talking about small change here. We are talking about billions of naira moved through the banking system to fund chaos. According to this leaked intelligence, which has sparked a national outcry, we are finally seeing the faces behind the terror. The list includes individuals who are not hiding in the bush, but are businessmen living among us, running enterprises in Kano, in Zaria, and in Abuja. Names like Alhaji Saidu Ahmed, a businessman based in Zaria, have been flagged. The leaked data alleges that his account saw inflows of over 4.8 billion naira with direct links to convicted terror financiers. Then there is Useini Adamu, a figure whose accounts allegedly processed a staggering 50 billion naira and who is accused of facilitating weapons procurement. We are hearing names like Abubakar Adamu Yellow and Motala Abdullahi Jega, a bureau de change operator. These are not ghosts. These are individuals with bank verification numbers, with corporate accounts, who have allegedly been moving the money that buys the bullets used against our soldiers and our citizens. But the story gets much deeper and much darker. Just as this list surfaced, we heard the most explosive testimony from a retired military general that has completely changed the narrative. Major General Ali Kefi, a former general officer commanding, has come out in December 2025 to drop a bombshell. He is alleging that the terror financing network goes right to the very top. He is not just pointing at businessmen, he is pointing fingers at powerful Nigerians. He has explicitly stated that his own arrest and forced retirement were orchestrated to cover up a probe that implicated former top government officials, including a former attorney general and former army chiefs. This is the shocking reveal that makes this headline so critical. It suggests that the people we trusted to fight the war were potentially dining with the people funding it. Now, before we go further into the implications of this massive leak, if you believe that every single name on this list must be prosecuted publicly, no matter how powerful they are, please do take a second to hit that like button right now. It helps us spread this truth. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because we are going to follow every single update on this story until justice is served. The reaction from the federal government to this leak has been chaos. On one hand, you have the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, the NFIU, issuing statements denying the authenticity of this specific leaked memo, calling it a fake document. They are scrambling to contain the fallout. But on the other hand, you have the presidency itself, through spokespersons like Daniel Bwala, admitting just days ago on December 1st that President Tinubu will soon name sponsors and financiers of terrorists. So which is it? Is the list fake? Or is the government just embarrassed that it leaked before they could sanitize it? The timing is too coincidental. You have a promise from the president to name names, and then days later, a list leaks, and then a general comes out to say, "I was fired for finding this out." It paints a picture of a government at war with itself. One faction trying to expose the truth, and another faction desperately trying to bury it. Let's look at the specific details of the financial web that has been exposed. The leak details how these funds were moved. It wasn't just cash in bags. It was sophisticated transfers through bureau de change operators. The leak mentions entities like Alin Yaryaya General Enterprise and Suhela Bashir General Enterprise. These sound like normal businesses, maybe selling rice or cement, but the intelligence suggests they were conduits for terror funds. This aligns perfectly with what we have known for years but could never prove, that the financing of terrorism in Nigeria is a formal economy. It is a business, and the people running this business have been protected by their connections to power. The accusations made by Major General Ali Kefi are damning because they explain why the war has lasted so long. If a former chief of army staff or a former justice minister is indeed linked to the individuals on this list, as the general alleges, then it means every order given to our troops was compromised from the start. It means the intelligence was being sold. It means the soldiers who died in Sambisa Forest or the forests of Zamfara were betrayed by the very people signing their deployment papers. This is treason of the highest order. This is why the headline says, "Finally found." We are not looking for ghosts anymore. We have names, we have account numbers, we have transaction dates. The question now is no longer who is doing it. The question is, what will President Tinubu do about it? President Tinubu is now in a very tight corner. He declared a national security emergency just last week. He ordered 50,000 new police recruits. He ordered the DSS to storm the forests. But all of those boots on the ground mean nothing if the bank accounts supplying the enemy remain open. The leak of these names forces his hand. He cannot claim ignorance. He cannot claim he is waiting for investigation. The investigation has been done. The files are on his desk. The people of Nigeria are now waiting to see if his renewed hope agenda includes the courage to prosecute the untouchables. There is also the international angle to this. Remember the United Arab Emirates. The UAE convicted and sentenced 6 Nigerians for terror financing years ago. They sent the files to Nigeria. For years, the Nigerian government sat on those files. They refused to prosecute. Now, with this new leak in December 2025, it seems those old files are merging with new investigations to create a complete picture. The Arewa Consultative Forum and Afenifere have both issued statements this week demanding that there be no more shielding of suspects. They are saying, publish the names officially and charge them to court. The connection to the gold mining in Zamfara is another critical piece of this puzzle that is coming to light. Some of the names on the list leaked are traders who deal in precious stones and gold. This confirms the long-held suspicion that the banditry in the northwest is fueled by an illicit gold for arms trade. These financiers are not just ideologues, they are capitalists profiting from blood. They exchange gold mined illegally in fields guarded by bandits for cash that is then used to buy anti-aircraft guns and RPGs. The pressure is now mounting on the Attorney General of the Federation. The Nigerian public is asking, why are these people still working free? Why are their businesses still open? If a young man can be arrested for internet fraud within 24 hours of a suspicious transaction, how can a man move 50 billion naira in suspicious funds without the EFC shutting him down? The disparity in justice is fueling the anger on the streets. This is a defining moment for our national security. If these names are swept under the carpet again, if this leak is successfully discredited as fake news without a genuine alternative list being released, then we might as well admit that the terrorists have won. But if the government acts, if they arrest these big fish, it could break the backbone of the insurgency within months. We need to keep the pressure up. We cannot let this story die. We cannot let them distract us with other news. The names are out there. The evidence is out there. If you believe that the federal government must immediately arrest and prosecute every individual named in this leak and investigate the allegations against the former top officials, hit that like button right now. Let them know we are watching. And please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I will be back with updates the moment any arrests are made or if the presidency releases an official statement confirming these names. This is the story of the year, and we are staying on it.